Before you plan your Christmas shopping, book your winter travel, or stock up for the holidays, stop. Because if you receive a pension or any type of benefit in the UK, the dates you're paid in December 2025 are not what you might expect. And getting them wrong could completely throw off your budget during the most expensive month of the year. Today, I'll break down the exact dates the DWP will pay you this December, what's changing because of Christmas and New Year bank holidays, and which winter support payments you can still rely on. A few minutes of this video could save you a whole lot of stress over the festive season. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Secure Pension UK, your trusted source for clear, reliable guidance on UK pensions, benefits, retirement planning, and everything connected to your financial security. December is always a challenging month, and for millions of people across the UK who rely on benefits or the state pension, even a small shift in payment timing can make a huge difference. With Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day all landing in a tight window, December 2025 brings several important payment changes that everyone needs to understand. Today, we're going to walk through exactly when your money will arrive, why the dates shift, what extra support may still be available this winter, and practical ways to avoid running short as we head into 2026. Let's make sure you head into the holidays fully prepared. If you receive a pension or benefit, or you help someone who does, you'll want to pay close attention. December is when budgeting becomes more important than ever. Higher heating bills, winter energy use, Christmas expenses, food shopping, travel costs, and even small social events can quickly add up. And because of bank holidays, DWP payments often arrive earlier than usual. When that happens, it can make January feel far longer than expected if you're not prepared. That's exactly why understanding these payment shifts is so important. First, let's quickly go over how UK benefit and pension payments usually work. Many benefits managed by the Department for Work and Pensions, such as the state pension, pension credit, disability living allowance, personal independence payment, attendance allowance, and carer's allowance, typically follow a 4-weekly payment cycle. Universal credit, by contrast, is paid monthly, usually 7 days after your assessment period ends. Employment and support allowance and job seekers allowance may be paid fortnightly, depending on your circumstances. For state pensions specifically, payment timing is determined by the last 2 digits of your national insurance number. Numbers ending in 00 to 19 are paid on Monday, 20 to 39 on Tuesday, 40 to 59 on Wednesday, 60 to 79 on Thursday, and 80 to 99 on Friday. This makes payment timings predictable most of the year, except in months like December. That's when bank holidays disrupt the normal schedule and the DWP steps in to move payments earlier so that no one loses out. Now here's where the changes begin. In December 2025, Christmas Day falls on Thursday the 25th, and Boxing Day lands on Friday the 26th. Then just a few days later, New Year's Day on Thursday the 1st of January 2026 brings yet another closure. Because banks shut on these days, the DWP moves affected payments so that people receive their money before the holidays. If your normal payment date is Thursday the 25th of December, you'll be paid early, on Wednesday the 24th. Anyone due to be paid on Friday the 26th of December will also receive their money on Wednesday the 24th. Those scheduled to be paid on Thursday the 1st of January 2026 will instead receive their payment on Wednesday the 31st of December 2025. These are the key dates you need to note: 24th December and 31st December. Many of you will find your December payments arriving on one of these 2 days. This means that if you usually receive your money at the end of the month, your December payment could come several days earlier than usual. Great for Christmas week, but something to plan around carefully so the early payment doesn't make January financially difficult. State pension recipients will also be affected if their 4-weekly cycle happens to land on one of the holiday dates. No one loses a payment, the date simply shifts earlier. But for those on tight budgets, knowing this in advance can make a huge difference. Now let's talk about winter extras. A lot of people still expect some form of cost of living payment each winter because these were issued in previous years. But according to the most recent DWP guidance, no additional general cost of living payments are planned for winter 2025. Unless the government announces a new emergency support package, you should not expect a one-off cost of living payment this year. So if you've been assuming something extra is coming, it's time to adjust your expectations and plan accordingly. However, there is one reliable December boost that continues every year: the DWP Christmas bonus. This is a £10 tax-free payment given automatically to people receiving certain qualifying benefits, including the state pension, pension credit, PIP, DLA, attendance allowance, and carer's allowance. It's paid during the first full week of December, usually between the 1st and 7th, and shows in your bank as DWPXB. It's not a large amount, but it's guaranteed, and you only need to be receiving one qualifying benefit during the eligibility week to receive it. Cold weather support may also be available in specific situations, although this depends entirely on temperatures in your area. If there is a prolonged period of freezing weather, known as a qualifying cold spell, heating support may be triggered automatically. But because this relies on local weather conditions and temperature data, it's not guaranteed and varies region by region. So how do you stay on top of things and make sure December goes smoothly? A few practical steps can really help. Start by checking which weekday you normally receive your pension or benefit. For state pension, simply look at the last two digits of your NI number and match them to your usual day. Once you know your usual payment pattern, it becomes much easier to identify whether your December payment will be moved. Next, keep a close eye on your bank account around Wednesday, the 24th of December, and Wednesday, the 31st of December. These are the 2 days when most early payments will arrive. If you usually get paid late in the month, assume your money may show up on one of those days. Also, make sure your personal information with DWP is up to date. If you've changed your bank, moved home, or updated any details recently, incorrect information can cause delays, something no one wants at Christmas. And perhaps most importantly, plan your December and January budgets with early payments in mind. An early December payment can feel like a bonus, but remember, it's simply your normal payment arriving sooner. January could feel noticeably longer if you don't plan carefully. Let's look at a few simple examples to make this clearer. Imagine Mrs. A receives the state pension and her national insurance number ends in 45. This normally places her payment on a Wednesday. If her 4-weekly cycle happens to fall during the Christmas week, she'll receive her payment on Wednesday the 24th instead of the normal date. Mr. B, who receives universal credit and is scheduled to be paid on Friday the 26th of December, will also receive his UC payment early on the 24th, and Ms. C, who receives both PIP and carer's allowance, will automatically receive the £10 Christmas bonus during the first week of December, and her normal benefit payment will also shift earlier if it would have fallen on a holiday. One important reassurance: your payment amount never changes because of Christmas or bank holidays. Only the date shifts. If the bank is closed on your scheduled payday, you're paid on the previous working day instead. If for any reason your payment doesn't arrive by the adjusted date, first double-check your bank account and make sure you're looking at the correct account if you have more than one. If nothing has arrived and you're certain the date has passed, contact the DWP or the pension service as soon as possible to report a missing payment. So here's the bottom line. Most benefit and pension payments in December 2025 will follow the normal pattern, but many will be paid early because of the Christmas and New Year bank holidays. The key early payment dates are Wednesday, the 24th of December and Wednesday, the 31st of December. State pension remains tied to your NI number, but holiday adjustments still apply. The Christmas bonus remains at £10, and as of the most recent information, no general cost of living payment is planned for winter 2025. To avoid stress, check your payment pattern now, confirm your personal details with DWP, plan your holiday spending carefully, and expect early payments if your regular date falls close to Christmas or New Year. That brings us to the end of everything you need to know about December 2025 DWP payment changes and winter support. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to Secure Pension UK so you never miss an update, especially when new DWP announcements or support schemes are released. If you're unsure about your exact payment date, check your bank during the last week of December or contact DWP directly. And please share this video with friends, family members, or neighbors who rely on pensions or benefits. It could help them avoid a stressful December. Thank you for watching. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.